So, first of all, for those followers and subscribers, my apologies for not posting any updates of late, but I've been very busy at work. As some of you may already know, my wife and I work at a busy hospital, and it's been very busy, so I haven't had much time to do anything. That said, I reached stage retirement age last Wednesday, so it isn't to say that I'm not preparing to slow down a bit, and on that basis I am now sitting in what I call the NAAFI, my man cave. And of course, like all good NAAFIs, you have to have a bar. In fact, I've got several bars. So this is what I call my man cave special, pre-retirement. Why is it called the NAAFI? Well, without going into too many details, pretty much everyone in my family and extended family are armed forces, even the American contingent's covered. So this is my little homage to all those that have served, both my family, extended family, and everyone else out there too. And basically the NAAFI, if you're not aware of it, Navy, Army, Air Force Institute, think of it like a canteen for the Army. It's been around a long time, 1920s it was formed. Anyway, this is it. I'll put some pictures at the end of this video so you can have a little look at how it's progressing. It's work in progress still. I don't retire for another year, but this particular one is about man's best friend, alcohol. So what I wanted to do is just give you a taste of what's happening in here, and what I did is I decided that I wanted to have some decent beer on tap, because basically once I retire on an NHS pension, I very much doubt I'm going to be able to afford the price of a pint, which is obviously escalating up past a fiver some time ago. So I invested in a few things. So obviously, being a man cave, I wanted to have some good beer on tap, because basically by the time I retire, especially on an NHS pension, I very much doubt I'm going to be able to afford a proper pint in the boozer. So I looked at various options and decided upon the Phillips Perfect Draft machine. For those of you not aware of them, there are actually 3 out there at the moment. The one I first originally got was called the Phillips Black. It's the cheaper of the 3 machines, and the main reason for getting it was that the Pro version is out of my price range really. I was hoping to spend less than £200. They're typically 300 plus. And the other machine, the original machine, was out of stock. So first things first, let's have a look at it, shall we? So looking round, that is the Perfect Draft Machine Black, and basically what it is, you put a keg inside, and this one's just run out, so I shall show you the process of that. As you can hear, they make a noise. They cool your drinks down to around about well, in theory 3 degrees, and next to it is the original Perfect Draft machine. And basically you get your 5-litre keg, tuck it inside, let it cool down, which can be an overnight job, and you're ready to go with a perfect pint in theory. So that's the Black. And why is it slightly cheaper? It cost me about £150. Firstly, it's plastic. This one's metal coating. Secondly, it doesn't have this little thing on it, so you don't know what the temperature or the quantity inside is. And that's about it really. Basically they both do the same thing. As you can see, this is metal, and because it's metal I was able to put these things on. These are just rubberized, but they're metal, and they stick on top. That's about it. So what else can I say? Let me show you how you unload a keg. So I'm not sure if I recommend doing this one-handed, and I may have to pause, but this is how you unload a machine from the keg. So by clicking on that side, you now get the ability to slide the whole thing open, and basically put these little levers, lock the keg in place. It's that simple. When you take it out, be careful, it's chilled, so you can get some freezer burn, as you can probably see it's there. And the thing I like about it is it's really straightforward. You get the keg like that. This tap obviously part of the machine, but this thing, click it and lift it, can be a bit fiddly, especially with one hand. Fingers crossed, there you go. As you can possibly see, that's it. But that is your, what I think they call the line. So basically, excuse me while I do this cack-handedly as much as I can, but as you can see, the whole thing just comes out of there, and that's it. So you throw that away, it's nice and clean, and away you go. This thing just click, and that's off. So that's it. So it's very, very straightforward. That's what I like. And kegs, of which they got over 50. This one's one of my favourites. I like the strong stuff, so that's an 8.5% one. Same process, by the way, for the original version. It's simply delicious. It really is. So it's straightforward. There's the cold plate, and to put one in, same process. You get one of these, you put that thing on, it just clicks into place, thread that through, push it in, lock the levers down, and away you go. So that's the perfect draft machine. Black, as I say, the standard original one, same thing, but with this little bit on the front. That's about it. It is metal as well, I've mentioned. So when I bought these things, I originally bought them for that, but of course that's plastic and these are magnetic, so it didn't work. So let's have a look at the cheaper version of the beer dispensing system within my NAAFI. So I bought myself a Krups machine. This thing, the Krups machine, is smaller, well, in capacity, if nothing else, and I got it real cheap. In fact, I got it on eBay for £28. I then found out the reason for it going so cheap, because they're over 100 normally, is that they've discontinued the machine, and next year they'll be discontinuing the kegs, which is a pain. But it's an extremely easy system to use. You literally put the line in, so very similar to the Perfect Draft machine that I used there. This little thing opens up, push the keg in, as you can hopefully see, the line goes up, and away you go. And that is it. It does not, unlike the Perfect Draft machine, chill it right down. The suggestion is that you put it into your fridge to cool it, and then it keeps it cool. The simple operation, one button at the bottom, which is red when you start off, goes green once it's cooled down, and you just pour away. Simple and easy to use. And at the moment you can still get the beers. I'm not sure how long for, but for £28 I'm not complaining. And I will be drinking more of it later. So another thing I wanted in my man cave was some music. I've got plenty to choose from, but I've got a couple of devices by a company called Divoom, D-I-V-O-O-M, including their time gate, and basically they combine musical, potentially audio devices, let's say, with screens and pixel art. And I came across this little thing, which is a cute computer looking device. I have to say, you can't tell, but it's heavier than it looks, and it's extremely well made, and it's got an actual mechanical keyboard on it. And basically you got the options to connect it to an app, and you can create all these little animations and bits and pieces. You can also put text in it, dates, time, and hopefully you can see it's listening to me as well, which means that you can get it to interact. But more importantly, it connects to Bluetooth if you want to run a device through that, or it's got what they call a TF slot, but basically a memory card slot, and with a little press of a button you can swap to the various modes. The thing that I thought was brilliant, considering it cost me about I think £80 or something, is the sound. The sound for something this small is incredible. It's actually 15 watts, but it sounds brilliant. The bass on it especially is really good. I'm not sure about the screen aspects of it. It's useful as a clock and a timer maybe, that you can set alarms and things. The time gate, that's much better when it comes to visuals. It's got little screens. I'll do a little review on that one later, but yeah, it's brilliant. I've got a jukebox, obviously, little mini one in here as well, but yeah, very good. So Divoom, and I'll put a little link in there to show you where you get them. I got it on Amazon, but you can buy direct and a few other things. It is chargeable at the back, so there's a little USB slot. I used to think you had to take that out, but you don't. You can just push from the back to turn it on and off, which makes it more convenient. There you go. So from the man cave, from the NAAFI, bye for now. So another thing I bought for the man cave, although to be honest, it's currently sitting in our bedroom for obvious reasons, is a fan. Now we've got lots of different fans. First thing is we got rid of the bladed fans ages ago because we got cats, and cats are curious creatures and I didn't want to decapitate my cat. So we've been using those with guards and other things, but long story short, friend of mine, we stayed in Florida just recently, air conditioned place, but they also had lovely little Dyson air cooling devices everywhere. And I got back and I thought, you know what, with this heat wave I'm going to get one of those. And then I saw the price. I mean, let's be honest, they're really good, but they are pricey, the sort of Rolls Royce of the fan world. So I did a little bit of research and I came across recommendations on Amazon as it happens, but I did a little bit of research and found a fan called a Pro Breeze fan. Now this Pro Breeze fan, there's a variety of them. I bought the 40-inch bladeless, but its connectivity appealed to me. One thing to understand, I'll show you in a minute, it's not a Dyson, it's big by comparison. The little Dyson machine, very powerful, also very compact. So if you're looking for a compact fan, this is probably not the one for you. I think it's 40 inches or thereabouts, and they got a 41 inch and a few others, but this is the one that I got because it was in my price range. The Wi-Fi version, I think I paid £180. Without Wi-Fi, probably I think it was £40 less. So why the Wi-Fi? Well, it's useful if it's in my man cave. I can turn it on and off through the Wi-Fi system. It's also voice enabled using Amazon or Google, and I just like gadgets and convenience. Plus I'm a lazy so-and-so, and if I'm in bed and I want the fan on, then all I've got to do is say, Alexa, turn the fan on. And then a little bleep tells you that it's actually turned the fan on, and in fact I can feel it. So what do I like about it? It's whisper quiet, 45 decibels at its lowest setting, night mode. So when we first put it on, bear in mind that it's currently in the bedroom, we didn't even know it was on. I mean, apart from the fact that we could feel a gentle breeze, but it's got 6 speed settings, 5 different modes. It oscillates and so forth. Anyway, enough about me. This is the fan itself. So that's the Pro Breeze, and you can control it through a remote. So it comes with this handy little remote control which you can access. So you've got your mode button, various modes, you've got a timer setting on it, and then you can obviously adjust the speed, and that one there will give an oscillate. One little thing to point out, when I actually got it, bearing in mind what I just said, that I wanted the Wi-Fi version, I could not get it to go to Wi-Fi. That's the Wi-Fi excuse me, that's the Wi-Fi signal icon down there, and the manual said to hold that left button and that right button, so the fan speed and the oscillate button down for 3 seconds, and I did that so many times. Very frustrated. In the end I sent a message to support, and then I was just checking again that I'd got everything right in the manual, and when I checked the manual there was a little paragraph saying hold the mode button, that's the M on the keyboard there, hold that down for 3 seconds, and that worked. And it was very straightforward once that happened and was connected straight and easy. So that's it. If I take it down at that mode, and away you go. It's got a variety of different things that you can set in the app. So this is the app on the tablet, and as you can see, if you tap the fan, you can see the operating speed. You can turn it on and off. You can choose the various modes, and there is a night mode which is currently on. An auto mode, that works well. I thought that kept it cool but not too cool. It slowed it down when needed. I don't really know what natural mode is, but you can put it on that. You can adjust the speeds. You have that timer in there, and you also have various other settings. You can turn the lights off there. You might have spotted they're quite bright, oscillate, and you can also mute the sounds because it does bleep as required. But for the price, it's not as good as a Dyson. I don't think it's fair to say that this stacks up against it, especially when you look at the size of the thing. But I have to say, very, very good for me, and that connectivity is key. Everything I've got in this house pretty much connects via Amazon or Google. So that's it. I'm a fan of the fan. I would recommend it if you're not in the Dyson price range like me. That's it. Over and out. Amazon, Alexa, turn the fan off. Thank you very much.